Hey, it's your boy Chad here. Today's topic is irony. Now, many of us probably know it when we see it, but few of us can actually articulate what irony really is, much less identify the different types. So, in today's lesson, that's what we're going to do. However, it's important to understand this literary technique, which actually originally it was a literary technique, as it can really add depth to your writing. So, in this lesson, we'll define and analyze various types of irony. These include dramatic, situational, and verbal irony. So, what is irony? Irony is a storytelling tool used to create a contrast between how things seem and how they really are beneath the surface. Now, the term actually comes from a Latin word, like pretty much everything else, ironia, which means feigned ignorance. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the three main types in literature are dramatic, situational, and verbal, but these also can go to films or not just literary, but in speech as well. Often people confuse them though. They confuse irony with sarcasm or coincidence or even bad luck. So we're just going to kind of clarify that a little bit. So, like, for example, if you run to catch the bus and miss it by 2 seconds, that's not ironic. Unless the reason you're late is that you're bragging about how you wouldn't miss the bus. That creates an unexpected and comic contrast to what would otherwise just be an unfortunate situation. So, that would then, in fact, be irony. We're going to look at dramatic irony. It occurs when readers are informed of significant information, and this is in films as well, that key characters are unaware of. So basically, where we know what will happen before they do. It's often used to create or induce feelings of fear or suspense, right? So this adds a lot of excitement to a story. Then we have situational irony. So when the truth contradicts an expected outcome, it's situational irony, or also known as the irony of events. So again, this is not coincidence or bad luck. So if you buy a new car and then accidentally drive into a tree, that is both coincidence and bad luck. It's not ironic. However, if a professional stunt driver crashes into a tree on their way home, that's kind of ironic. Verbal irony, the third and final type, is basically one that you'd probably recognize and that you probably use because we often feel that it's similar to sarcasm. But they're not exactly the same. So, sarcasm is almost always used with the intent to denigrate someone or something, right? To put something down. And irony isn't necessarily. Some would argue that it's sarcasm is just a type of verbal irony, and I'd say that that's pretty true as well. Anyways, we're going to get into it a little bit more with a video coming up soon. I can't believe I think this is the last time I talk to you guys in a lesson. All right, chat out. Bye.